It's Sunday and I just mounted this up to the frame. It's not bolted in or anything, but I had to have my nephew give me a hand picking the thing up and setting it on there. And it sets on the bracket. I mean, it's supported right now just by the bracket. It fits in the bracket. I mean, it's like locked in there. So, like I said, very well designed, well thought out. It's loose because it's not bolted up, but you can't pull it off. It's locked in there. Yeah, it's got these nice rubber bumpers here. It's got cutouts here for the fog lights. I don't have the fog lights, but I can always put those in later. And it doesn't take the factory fog lights I tried. That's not too good. It's got these little indicator lights here, turn signal indicators. Alright, these are the Bushwacker pocket flares, I think. They stick out a little more out the side, you know, so you get a little more tire coverage. But they're not really any bigger. I wanted something bigger so I can put a bigger tire in there. So I'm fitting that up right now. You've got, it takes some factory screws, locations to hold it in place, and then you add a couple of clips underneath the fender here, and then you put a couple screws in, and that's all holds it on. Now it comes with a bunch of these, see that? And those go in these holes up here, and those are just for looks. I was thinking about having these painted to match the truck, painted white. But then again, it don't look that bad black, and painting them white is just going to cost more money. And when you go off-roading, these things are going to get scratched up by brush, and that black's going to show through there. So if I do paint them white, so I'm thinking, I think they'll be okay black. I just don't like the little shiny screws. So anyway, for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the installation of these fender flares. I'm not going to put these on. I'm going to hang on to them. Last thing I'll do would be to bolt up the bumper in case I change my mind right now, you know. And, I'm going to paint these. While I'm doing everything else, I think I'm going to paint these and let them dry. A quickie here, like all this plastic stuff on these trucks come off really easy. Just got to find the screws or the clips. It looks more complicated than it is. Once you figure out the instructions, it's like, is that it? I think that's it. These things just pop off the fender now. Oh, forgot the screw in the bottom. Now these little clips here are what hold the fender, the old fender on anyway. They just pop on there. So twist them and pull them out. That's all that it is. Give them a quarter turn and pull them out. You can leave them in if you want because the new fender covers them anyway. These holes, these holes in this new fender don't do anything. I thought they were going to screw to these holes somehow. They don't. That's all there is to it. Okay, that's what it's looking like. Yeah. I spent most of the day putting them freaking fenders on. They actually go on pretty easy. There's a couple little things that will hang you up. There's a little rubber trim that goes around the lip on the outside, I guess, against the body there. It's kind of a pain to put on. Just sit there and put it on. Oh, gee. Okay, I had to paint the screws they give you because they were stainless steel. and I want them black, so I painted them black. And I got that all on. Got the bumper bolted up, fitted up. I got the winch controller finally configured there. Anyway, it didn't really fit very good. But that was a Smitty built part, so I kind of made it work, but I'm not happy with it. But that's what it is for now. Splash plate. It's not a. Yeah, there it is. Splash plate. That's a really nice made piece too. Yeah. So right now I'm running my wires in from the winch. Okay. And up to the battery, and I don't want to get. In other words, you need to protect the wire, the positive wire, off the battery. Okay, so I got some of this tubing here. I'm going to wrap that in there. Try to secure it up in here. You don't want that thing to get cut or anything metal in here. So that'll short out, and there's no fuse in this thing. That'd be right off the battery. That'll cause a fire if it's not done right. If it's short out on something sharp, like passing through here, or anywhere, really, anything. If you want to save yourself some money and not go buy this, you know, find yourself an old water hose or something and just slide that over there. Cut it up and slide the cable through there, and that's what I did on the Bronco. Works great. Get yourselves an old garden hose, you know. It said water hose, but yeah, garden hose. These cables are just long enough. Like I said, if there's a short, there's no fuse in here. This will burn up the whole car if it has a short somewhere. 99% complete. Very sturdy. All the bolts lined up where they're supposed to line up. Fits really good. No complaints about that. Last thing to do now is just to line it up with the body. It's Sunday. Lucky I had a little overcast, otherwise it would have been a really hot day. Wasn't too bad. Got the fenders on. I decided to leave them black. I'm not going to paint them. You know, this ain't a pretty truck. It's supposed to be a, you know, an off-road truck. So, functionality, yeah, that's the word, functionality. Yeah, I still have to hook up the parking lights and indicators here. It's just wiring. Now this is the old fog light system. I guess I just unplug it and tie it up for now until I get the aftermarket fog lights for here. Fits really good, really solid. Finally got this stupid thing set up. I got this where it's supposed to be. Only problem is it does not line up, or how can I say, coincide with the labeling here where it says engage and free spool. It's the opposite. That's free spool and that's engage. But heck, ain't no big deal. Works out fine. Haven't wired up the winch yet. I just ran all the cables. You know, I'm kind of done with that. I got the little splash guard done under here. Yeah, I got the splash guard. Really nice. This is really nice stuff. Awesome, huh? Yeah. See, it could have been solid, but you want to leave holes in here for air, because you can see your condenser coil in there. You still need air flowing through there. If you would have made this solid, it would have blocked all that air from going in there. So at least you got that. Bumpers, rubber bumpers, yeah, like that too. Yeah, it's got a lot of bolts in this kit, but it bolts up, and it all, it all adds up to a really strong setup. This is the factory toe point here. I don't trust it. It looks pretty weak to me. And there's another one over there. Yeah, I don't trust that either. But that's what it is. This does not come, this ARB bumper or bull bar does not come with toe points on it. Which is okay. So anyway, it's all done, yeah. Oh, what was that? Yes, I got the majority of the work done now. Next thing is tires. I'm done for the day, yeah. I'm done for the day. It's hot out here. It's been hot all day. I think I got it all fitted up accordingly. I'm going to adjust a little bit more on this bumper. I haven't made the final bolt. There's 4 more bolts that go in here once you align everything up. And for those, you have to drill out underneath here, once you line everything up. But I'm done today. Gonna get some tires now.